Right, we move to page 28 and 29. That's the spectacular page with this photograph with this beautiful round stone in the walls, and this is exactly why the work of Cyril Hromnik is so important. When you start seeing this, the ornamental walls, where there was an ornamental element that suddenly appears in the stone walls. It's no longer just basic dolerite and hornfels rocks. Again, pay attention to dolerite and hornfels. Those are the main stones that make up all the original stone structures, not mudstone or any other stone like that. All the original stones and the original structures are on all stones with high quartzite, high iron content, and high acoustic properties. Again, okay, by now you should know why I say that. And at this stage I didn't know that, but we could see many of the stone walls, you had a clear bottom area and then another level on top of that where you could see some other group of people come and place new stones on top of the original walls. So this is part of the first day flying in that helicopter. We stopped at many of these stone circle ruins, landed nearby them and explored them, and we could all see the two different layers of civilizations. So when you start seeing this ornamental appearance of stones being placed ornamentally in the stone walls, that's a whole another period, another era of the stone circles and the walls, which is absolutely fantastic. So this is where the whole Dravidian culture starts to play a very important role. And the symbolic meanings and the reasons why some of these stones were placed in the walls, and Cyril Hromnik really found some very compelling arguments for these stones being in specific places. And Johann Heine's research then, together with Cyril, who introduced him to it, really started to analyze and realize that many of these reconfigured and repurposed stone circles, that's really important. At this stage, when I was writing this book and when Johann was, made me aware of this, and Johann was unaware of this either, the ancient dating of these stone circles, how far back they really went, without the doors and entrances. Until these other civilizations and people like the Dravidians came along and they started to repurpose the stone circles into their dwellings and places of worship and all kinds of rituals that they would perform there. They would convert the walls and build the walls higher and put ornamental designs into the walls, and all these ornamental designs and sometimes the entrances and the doorways would be aligned and still are aligned with the equinoxes and solstices and the movement of the sun, which is one of the most impressive works that Johann Heine did. Some of the amazing discoveries he made were the alignments that are encoded into the stone circles. But again, this was a far more recent feature that was brought in and built into these ancient stone ruins and had nothing to do with their original purpose and their original structures and the fact that they had no doors and entrances.